Hey guys, so today we're going to be doing just a quick finger coil video for you. This is how I do my wash and goes. I don't care for a traditional wash and go where you literally just wash and go because I feel like it doesn't give the definition that I really like. So first I'm just going to get these little rubber bands out of the way. So we've already done this side right here. This is just clean hair. We washed her hair last night and now we're going to go ahead and style it. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to spray her down with a little bit of water. And you don't want to be shy with the water. You want it to be good and wet. So go ahead and wet it down like that. And put some of that out of the way. So this is the product I'm using, the All About Curls. It's just a detangling leave-in because you want a lot of movement with your wash and go styles. So that's that. I just have a little bit in my hand like this. You all done with your juice? Let me take it. Thank you. So I just went ahead and smoothed that leave-in conditioner in like this. And then I'm going to come back in with the gel, and I'm just using Eco Styler gel, just a little bit in my hands like this. And I'm going to rake it through. Depending on how much definition you want, you can just do a chunk and move on. I like a good bit of definition. So I will go through with each little section and pull the gel through like this. And it doesn't have to be too tedious. Like we did that whole side right there in probably about 7 minutes.
Mom, my hair's done?
Not yet, almost. So I'm just going through like this and sliding the gel through and making sure we get better definition like this. Just going ahead and pulling the gel through. And you can do the sections as big or as small as you want. Of course, the smaller the sections, the more definition you're gonna have. The bigger sections that you do will give it a, just a little bit less definition. So same thing, wet it down. We're gonna add the leave-in conditioner. Through. Make sure we're getting her in since they are the oldest part of her hair. So just stick some gel on. We're going to go back through with the smaller sections. And this is what her hair looks like. When I do this, everyone's hair look a little bit different just because it takes on your actual curl pattern. Go through, pull it through to your ends. Through this. And don't worry about defining the roots too much because you do want those to be lifted a little bit and have a good bit of definition. Or I'm sorry, a good bit of volume.
My tablet's so big.
It's big. It's a lot bigger than your Kindle.
It's a lot bigger than my Kindle.
Mm-hmm.
More bigger. It's a lot bigger than me, Mom. It's a lot bigger than me.
No, it's not.
So how do you deal with children in the salon?
So I have quite a few younger. Clients that come into the salon. I can't even say it happened on purpose. It kind of just happened that way. And children take a lot more patience, of course, than adults do. But I actually really like doing kids' hair. The biggest thing is distraction, like we keep the TV on in the salon, tablets, Kindles, iPads, whatever people want to bring, I always encourage them to. And we take breaks if you need to, like I always give my little ones, they get one break, so they kind of get to pick when they have to just take a step out into the hallway or run to the restroom or whatever they need to do. They have one break they can pick when they take their break. Just get that, baby. So yeah, distraction is the biggest thing. Give them something to do. Snacks, we have juice in the salon. Just, keep them occupied on something else than besides having to sit still. And willing and able is so different with kids, being willing versus being able to. Like, you know, they want to look good with their little hair, but it is really hard to sit still that long. So when they move, I move, and we just, you know, we make it work. So we've got that whole section done, and as you can see, this really doesn't take that long to do. So now we're down to just this little patch on top of her head. Now Ayla has multiple curl patterns, so the different sections define differently, and we know that and we're okay with that. It's not a big deal to us. So just like this, rake it through. Let's have you scooch over just a little bit. So this top section of Ayla's hair, it's not, the curl pattern is a little bit different. It's a little bit tighter. So don't think you've done it wrong. Like up here is gonna define differently than these little curls back here. So we just embrace different curl patterns and we work with them, and you know, there's really nothing you can do to change it. So just work with it and don't let it bother you. Yeah, her top section's a little bit tighter. Yeah, just rake that on through. Some people call this method shingling. I've heard people say that too. Just rake it through like this. Okay, we got this little section up here done, and it's pretty wet, so I'm just gonna grab a little bit of gel, a little bit of leave-in, and we're gonna pull it through. Get it evenly coated. And we can just go back in, I'm sorry, Ayla, and actually define it. So once she's done with her set, I let her air dry. She's 3, you know, we air dry her. In the salon, I may stick my client under the dryer and let them dry for 20-30 minutes before sending them out the door. But if you do this style at home, it's typically best to do it in the beginning of the day so it has all day to dry. So you're not having to go to bed with, you know, soaking wet hair. All right, we're just gonna kind of let her part fall wherever it wants. We're not picky about parts. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and do a little spin around so you can see her whole head. Let's pull this. Whoop, got your chapel. Okay, we're gonna spin you around, okay? Ready? All right, look in the camera so they can see how pretty you look. Okay, that's what her hair looks like. You can see we got some really, really pretty definition. That's what it looks like. Okay, sit up for me so they can see the front of you, okay? Ah! Okay, there we go. And then we can just throw a bow on this. So there you have it. This is the finished product. You can see her hair is beautiful, it's soft, it still has a lot of body and movement in there. What I like to do at the end, and typically I do this every night, every other night, every night, I just go ahead and with a little bit of oil. It does not matter what oil you use. You can use olive oil, peanut oil, whatever you like to use. And just put a little bit in your hands. You don't need a whole lot. And just rub this over the hair. And what this will help to do is, you know, sometimes after a few days the gel will start to flake and get hard. This little bit of oil will help combat that, so it'll help keep any of the crunchiness away. But yeah, you can just scrunch that in. Yeah, this is what it looks like. This will be day 1. Typically she'll get really good definition the first few days, and then after a while we start to lose a little bit of that definition, but we still can keep the style. So what we'll do is, sit back just a little bit for mommy. We can pull it up and we can do maybe an updo by day 3, day 4. Day 5 we can do pigtails. Day 6 we can do a pony puff. Day 7 we could do a half up, half down. So don't be afraid to play in your hair and really do different styles to extend the life of it. Okay, sit still, sit still. So yeah, day 1 we'll just do all down, throw a bow in it, and she'll wear it like this. And then for bed we will pineapple, or we will just use a bonnet, whichever one, you know, we do that night. But so you have it. This is it. Ayla, look at the camera so they can see your pretty hair. Look at the camera. There we go, guys. You know, you can ask any questions in the comments below or anything like that. Thank goodness for cases. Let them see your pretty hair. Shake it so they can see how pretty it is. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. That is today's video. Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
So again, thank you guys so much for watching our wash and go / shinglings video. So today's tip that I like to share with you guys would be, don't be afraid of protective styles. So a lot of people, I feel like, really just want to show their inches. They want to do their flat irons, their sew-ins, stuff like that. And that's fine and dandy, that's great. But you really do got to mix it up with some box braids, some cornrows, twists, something like that. We're really protecting their hair. And sew-ins can be a protective style, but you know, if you're using a lot of leave out on the top, then it's not completely a protective style. So just be mindful of that. Typically 2 out of every 4 weeks you want to be in protective style. So at least half the month you really want your hair protected and safe. Protect those ends, they're the oldest part of the hair. So that would be the tip for today. Thank you for watching. You got to meet Miss Ayla. And that's it. We'll see you guys in the next video. Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.